It's Rogers TV Game Day. I'm your host, Carlin Gay, alongside the professor, Scott Dennis. And Scott, we're aboard for another ride here today. It's Durham against Centennial Colts.
Yeah, it's certainly going to be a great day. We got a great night here at Vastos Field, so I'm ready for some soccer action.
It's a battle of two undefeated teams as Durham's 2-0, Centennial 1-0 in the standings, and a win here could tie Centennial with Durham in terms of points.
Yeah, definitely. It's a big divisional matchup here in the Central East. Seneca, of course, got out to a 3-0 start, but Durham and Centennial also remain perfect, and Loyalists at the bottom of the standings with an 0-3 record.
Absolutely, and here we go. That is Katie Long giving chase here. She's looking to pick someone out, and the cross is there, and that is intercepted. And back the other way we go. We're definitely going to have to look at a couple players on Centennial as the ball goes out into touch.
Yeah, definitely. Look out for number 5, Lindsay DeClerc out of Smithville, Ontario. She's in her second year with the Colts there. That's a player to watch for the Colts.
Absolutely. And on the other side, we always know about Brittany Machucci, who just broke the record this weekend in terms of goals scored for Durham.
Yeah, 28 career goals now with the Durham Lords, just past Stephanie Axford, who had 26 career goals. Brittany, of course, had a hat trick for St. Lawrence Kingston on the weekend.
So she didn't just break the record, she absolutely shattered it.
That's right.
And she's looking here to add more to her total. And that's her with the ball right there, number 12, Machucci. Tries to head it on. Bumped off the ball there. That's number 15, Katie Long. Here's Jennifer Michalika, tried to volley that, and that goes out into touch again. Another goal kick for the Colts. So what do you believe are the keys to the game in terms of Durham?
Well, I think if you're always looking at the Durham Lords, defense is the key to the game. Always a strong back line. The midfielders are always coming back. And, of course, you've got goaltender Ashley Visser in net for the Lords. Last year had a shutout streak of 12 games, so defense, the name of the game for Durham.
And a shutout streak which is ongoing. The Durham Lords had a tremendous long shutout streak early on that was ended in the first game, in our first game, on the first shot.
Yeah, and that's, of course, Ashley. Oh, we got a chance here.
And that's kicked out. Done well there, and it'll be a throw to Durham. Wearing their yellow and Centennial in the black.
Yeah, just to go back to your earlier point there, Ashley Visser got injured in the first game, in the first minute of our broadcast, and Cambrian shocked Durham, scoring the first goal of that game. But Durham came back and to win the game. So
this ball's moved on. There's Haley Reeve getting the start today. Back the other way for Centennial, that's Lisa Hurst. Hurst moves along to number 10, Alicia Gaddis. And that's out into touch for our first corner of the game.
Yeah, great play by Alicia Best there to knock it out of bounds. It's going to be Centennial's first corner kick of the game. We'll see what they can do with that.
The aforementioned number 5, Lindsay Clerk, will take this one, and she'll look to curl it in. Couple changes in the starting lineup for Durham, as Haley Reeve is one of them. And there's the ball, and poor cross taken. That's Ashley Best who picks that up. Kicked back in, and no one will get to that, and they'll go out for a goal kick.
Close to an offside there, but Centennial seemed to be onside. Ref didn't raise the flag, and Visser ended up getting the ball. So good job by goaltender Visser.
That is Ashley Visser, the leader of the team, the voice of the team. Ball moved along. There's Watts. Watts looks for Noble. Leaves it back for Watts. Here comes Katie Watts moving forward. She has a couple people in the field. There's Reeve with a chance, and it's offside.
Katie Watts, just a freshman here at Durham College, had 2 goals in their first game versus Cambrian. Made quite a debut. Her and Brittany Machucci seem to have a lot of great chemistry going on the first half of the season here.
Chemistry that almost leaded up into a goal, but it was unfortunately offside by Miss Reeve. Starting in net for the Centennial Colts is Robin Beretta. And she has the ball right now. It wasn't offside, so it will not be a goal kick.
Yeah, I think they just put it high of the bar there, so it'll be a goal kick here for Centennial.
Erin Pattison just took that. It bounces all the way back to Pamela Ogle for Durham. Moves it well. And she finds there, trying to push ahead to Machucci. Goes off Machucci, and it will be a throw to the Colts.
Good pressure there by Machucci, trying to make Colts make a mistake. Ends up being a throw-in for Centennial.
A Centennial team coming in here with high hopes to dethrone these defending champion Durham Lords. There's an attack the other way. That is number 14 for Centennial. Plays it back. Sandra St. Antoine. And it's interrupted by Alyssa Best. Alyssa Best, one of the defenders on this Durham team, a strong defense, and you know what they say, defense wins championships.
Definitely, definitely. Centennial's looking a lot better in this game than they did in their matchup against Durham last year. Centennial ended up losing to Durham 5-0, and Durham actually had 5 different goal scorers that night.
So let's see if they could quiet down the Durham offense early on in this game. We haven't had any shots thus far, only one attempt, but it was offside. There's Haley Reeve with the header. Jennifer Michalik, a nice move. She puts up Katie Long. Long moves along on the other side. That is Jody Danbach. Danbach looking for a cross. Good defense there by the Colts, and it's kicked out, and Katrina Noble will take this for Durham with a great turn there. Now moves it back onto Danbach, who will look to cross here. And it's stopped by a Colt defender. They still keep it in, does Durham. A shot by Watts, and there's the first goal. She has a golden foot, this Katie Watts.
That's her 3rd goal of the season there. Centennial just gave it up there, and Katie Watts just buried it in the back of the net. No chance for the keeper. 1-0 Durham early on in the first half here.
So Durham wasting no time whatsoever getting on the scoreboard first, and that was a curling kick that found the back of the net.
Yeah, head coach for Centennial there, O'Connor, can't be happy with the defense there. Giving it up for Katie Watts, and she made no mistakes for that.
Absolutely. You give her any type of opportunity near the net, and she will definitely put it back in the net. There's a good header by Katrina Noble. Watts looked to go up there. This is Long. Looking to find Machucci. Looking to add to her total, record-breaking total. And that goes out into touch, and it will be Durham ball.
So that's Katie Watts' 3rd goal in 3 games here for the Durham Lords. Averaging a goal a game, that's not too bad for a freshman.
And Scott, don't be surprised if she puts another one home. You leave her unmarked anywhere near that, and she will put it home. This is Machucci. Nice move onto Noble. She has Watts in the center. She goes for a goal on her own, and it's picked up well.
That goaltender was in good position there to pick up that ball. But another shot on target there for Durham.
Good slight tackle there by Jennifer Michalika. It gets a nice round of applause by a crowd on hand here at Durham College. Vassal's field to be correct, and a field that Durham's undefeated on in terms of league play. There's Michalika. Katie Long. She has Dan Bach running along. Tried to feed her. It was a little too short for her to get there. And a foul's called on her.
As mentioned before, Durham's been dominant here on Vassal's field. They're 26-0-1 there in the last 4 seasons at home. So unbeatable, basically, on Vassal's field.
They definitely strike fear in the opponents as they step on this field, and something special about this Vassal field. And it's been a dynasty built by Coach Vassal, who still coaches the Durham Lords to this day.
Yep, 4 championships in the last 5 years. Not too shabby at all, Carla.
Not at all. That's out into touch again. Centennial will throw it back into play. But it's interrupted by Reeve. Michalika. Long. Looks to pick out Reeve, but that's too far for her. But Watts giving chase. Nice hustle by Katie Watts shown there, but it's bumped off the ball by number 6.
Yeah,
Alicia.
If Centennial wants any chance of winning this game, they've got to get moving here. There's a lot of players standing still as Durham's attacking. Good play by Watts to get a throw in there.
That's Machucci to Long. Puts it in and no one's there. But it lands out. Jody Danbach was looking to strike that, but she was dispossessed. That is Alyssa Bess. Noble. Noble still giving chase to it. And it goes out into touch for another throw. Here's Machucci. Number 11, Katie Watts. And there's a nice give and go play there. She looks across. Ooh. She got upended and fell awkwardly, but she gets up.
Yeah, interesting play there. It looked like Watts was fouled in the box. No call by the referee. It looked as if the goaltender had it, but the ball came loose, and Centennial did a good job of clearing that ball.
All the possession thus far has been in the end of the Centennial Colts. They've been definitely with their backs against the wall here earlier on. This is Watts, the goal scorer. She moves along. Machucci will chase.
A beautiful feed in there to Machucci. Just a little bit ahead of her, but good attempt there for the Lords.
And then once again, another throw. Noble takes that to Long, who's playing the central midfield position today. Watts scored there early on. And it's banged right back out. This is Jody Danbach who will take and set it back up for Durham. Machucci. Finally, the Colts get possession of the ball and look to move back the other way. That is number 10, Alicia Gattis. Looks to pick out her partner, but it's a little too far for her. And Visser moves it along quickly, doesn't waste any time. Down the line, trying to pick out Reeve. It is dispossessed, and the Colts look to move the other way. Nice ball there, and Machalika has some opening here. Plenty of daylight ahead of her. There's a cross. Watts headed along, and that's going to go out.
I just want to go back to that play there by Ashley Visser. Just wasting no time at all. Maybe catching Centennial off guard. Good play by the veteran goalkeeper. Started that breakout perfectly.
She's definitely the leader of this Durham team. Wherever she goes, as does the team. Machalika plays it back, and here's Alyssa Best. Moves along to Katrina Noble, and that's a little too far for her, and it'll be a throw to the Colts. Colts team who started 1-0, and they walked in here a little confident, but been shell-shocked by the opening goal by Katie Watts.
Lassie Tay from Ottawa came down to Scarborough for a game and were overmatched by Centennial. Centennial ended up winning 3-0, an easy win for them. Having a little different fortunes here against Durham early on.
Definitely the defending champs are no easy task. Krista Metcalf moves it along to Long. Nice move by Katie Long. She pushes it on to Machalika. Dan Bach now. Durham attacking strongly here. Noble. Back to Dan Bach. The cross doesn't find anybody and is booted out. But right back to a Durham player, and that is Alyssa Best, sorry. Machalika finds Long. Long takes her time. Nice footwork there. Plays it back to Metcalf. Krista Metcalf finds Machucci. The ever dangerous Machucci. Brittany Machucci finds Watts, and that's booted back out by the Centennial player, but not to anybody near in a black jersey. Durham keeps control of this ball, and I guess the possession has been pretty much 90-10 in terms of percentage-wise.
Yeah, I don't think Centennial's had possession here for quite a bit.
Noble. Noble with the shot. That's a weak shot, and it's offside. Flag's up. Whistle's not blown. The flag is still up. The play continues, and there it finally goes. It will be Centennial's ball.
I guess the referee just didn't see the flag up there and let play move along, but offside Durham.
Somewhat of a delay offside call.
Yeah.
Reminding me of hockey. To put this back in play is Erin Patterson. McDonald moved along, and nothing going for Centennial thus far. That's Pamela Ogle on the ball for Durham now. This is Katrina Noble. She plays it back to Ogle. And Ogle looks to pick up Machucci. Nice header Machucci, and she finds Watts, but it's just booted back away by this Colts defense. And the Colts look to just get it out of their zone.
Den Bach there looks like she had a hard tackle on her. She's limping over to the sidelines there, maybe to get the therapist to look at her. Oh, there she is right there. We'll see how she plays this ball.
Danbach now on the ball and dispossessed, hoping to get back into the play. This is Centennial looking to move forward, finally. And a good defensive play by Alyssa Best. Alyssa Best with the hustle play. And that's an easy play for Ashley Visser in her 5th year on this Durham team. Krista Metcalf for Durham. Jennifer Michalika. Reeve. Nice ball. This is Watts looking to get on the end of this. She's tripped up. No call.
And surprising no call by the referee there. Looked like she was tripped up. I guess the referee thought she got all ball.
Durham has the ball nonetheless, and they're in an attacking position. Back out. Metcalf will look to take care of this, and she moves it back to Ogle, who boots that away, and this is Reeve on the end of this. Plenty of time to make a play. Looks for Michalika. Misreaved on the give and go, but finds Machucci. Watts here. Flag stays down. And Watts puts it right off the goalie. A good save, and it will be a corner. First of the match for Durham.
Yeah, excellent save there by Robin Beretti there out of Scarborough, Ontario. I think Watts even looked over to the ref thinking she was offside, but no flag went up. Excellent opportunity, but great save by the goalie there.
A real good save by the goalie. Could have been 2-0 early on, and Katie Watts doesn't miss many of those when she's in that position to score.
This will be Durham's first corner kick of the game. 3 shots on target already here.
And it's Brittany Machucci who will take and look to act. Sorry, that is not Machucci, that is Katie Long who will look to take the corner. We have a sub. And it looks as Dan Bach, who's injured earlier, is walking off, and looks to be Henning replacing her, number 14. So Katie Long, number 15, takes the corner. Falls to Metcalf, who will shoot from out here and nowhere near the net. Wide right.
Just makes it out of bounds there. It'll be a goal kick. I would have thought Watts would have been looking for Machucci there. Just couldn't get it to her, though.
The Watts-Machucci connection have been absolutely terrific early on in the season, leading pretty much a 2-0 start for this Durham team. But don't discount this Durham defense. Alyssa Best, one of the defenders, just had the ball there. Noble, who looks to have switched sides with the substitution. Metcalf. Metcalf stays on it. Michalika. Long. Plenty of space. That ball is too weak to get to Henning, who's on the other side there. But Watts with a great hustle play, and she continues to hustle all over the field. Long. Back to Best. Alyssa Best. Plenty of time now. Durham's passing so precise right now. Metcalf. Machucci looked to play it back to Michalika, but couldn't do it. And finally, Centennial gets the ball, and they just boot it out.
Caroline, I've just been so impressed by Durham's ball movement there. Every time a Centennial defender gets near, they pass it off to the open player. It's been domination so far here for the Durham Lords.
It's been total domination. I don't want to speak too soon, but if this continues, it could be a 10-0 game. There's a foul. It'll be Durham's ball once again, as if they need any help. Looking to take this free kick is Jody Danbach. Nice ball inside, but it's a mishap by Beretti, and she jumps right back on it.
Yeah, gorgeous ball there by Jody Danbach. The goaltender had a little problems playing it, but overall a good job by the goaltender there for Centennial.
That ball would fall all the way to the feet of Pamela Ogle, the anchor of this back four for Durham. She waits for help and finds Alyssa Best. Back to Ogle. Great patience shown by this Durham team. Metcalf plays it off the volley. Alyssa Best, nice header. Henning. Dan Bach wastes no time to jump on that. As we see the pace by Katie Watts, leaves her defender in the dust. Nice move there. She has Machucci. Machucci tries to play it back to Watts, but it is taken away by Cherie Mulligan. And out into touch once again for a throw. Ball looks magnetized to the feet of the Durham Lords right now. Dan Bach looking to put it back into play. Over the head of Henning, but it finds Machucci. Long, leaves it for Dan Bach. That's a poor ball by Dan Bach. And finally taken away by this back four. That is Lisa Hurst, number 4 for Centennial Colts. She didn't go far with that. Dan Bach again. Long slipped, and that's how Centennial gains possession. Possession not staying away from Durham for too long. Long, looking for Noble. Went the other way with it, tried to pick up Machucci, who wasn't running, and that went on to touch and a goal kick. Sorry, it's a corner. And Katie Long will take it on the other side. So 2 corners now for Durham in the game. One from the right, this one coming from the left.
Yep, Katie Watts, or Katie Long's taking this corner kick, her first one. Watts took the last one, I believe. We'll see if they can get their head on the ball this time.
So Katie Long will deliver the service here. It's a low ball. Machucci, nice play by Machucci. Watts just over the bar.
A great play by Machucci there to give it to Watts. Just put it over the bar there. Great attempt by the dynamic duo.
A duo that, if they're together for a very long time, will put goals in the back of the net at ease. As you saw, a wonderful play there.
Brittany Machucci better watch out there. Watts might be catching her Durham Lords record that she just set.
Watts with 3 goals in her early career. A freshman this year, her first year. Muscled off the ball there as Noble. Michalika moves it on. Nice move there. This is Metcalf. Tries to pick out Watts. That's too far for her, and another goal kick. Centennial backs against the wall, and this is getting out of hand early. Scoreline doesn't show it, but possession-wise, it's been all Durham.
Yeah, definitely. Fans filing in here at Vassos Field. I see former Durham Lord in 2007 National Player of the Year, Katie Sagalmi, in the audience, as well as one of our baseball players here. Gary Rose just picked up a win on the weekend for the Lords baseball team.
So former Durham Lords Katie Zagami should be impressed with the way her team's performing thus far, as should Coach Vasso. Michalika, nice play by Michalika. She has plenty of help there. Machucci back to Michalika. Almost struck that, but it falls to Dan Bach. And this Durham team not even respecting the Centennial Colts offense. The defenders are all the way at midfield, and some of them even creeping into the play. Total disrespect shown. The only one all the way back is Pamela Ogle. She's all by herself. Another throw in, this time it's Centennial winning that.
Referee saying they moved a little bit too quick there. He's resetting the play for the throw in here for Centennial.
Centennial needing all the help they could get, wishing he would let that slide.
There's our player to watch, Lindsay DeClerc, doing the throw in there for Centennial. Haven't seen much of her today.
Haven't seen much of any of the players on the Centennial Colts team. That was number 7, McDonough, who let that bump off her chest and out into touch. Durham back on the ball. Metcalf. Noble's open, and she has plenty of space ahead of her. Yellow jersey's ahead, and she tried to pick up Machucci. But finally, Centennial jumping on that. Tough defense there. Handball, but not given. So finally, Centennial moving forward. It's kicked on to number 10, Gaddis. And she's dispossessed by Dan Bach rather easily. Jocelyn Henning. Throw for Durham.
It just goes to show you Durham can't rest here with only a 1-0 lead. One lucky break for Centennial and we'd be tied 1-1.
Well, they did give up 1 goal in the first game on the first shot. So if Centennial were able to break through this rock-solid defense of Durham, could be possible to be a tie game. If you're just joining us, Katie Watts scored rather early in the game on a beautiful kick just outside the box. Getting her third of the year. That's number 11, Katie Watts, the rookie.
Yeah, it's been all Durham here in the first half. So far they've got 5 shots, 4 on target, and of course the goal by Katie Watts with a 1-0 lead.
This was a game supposed to be the battle of the undefeateds, and watching this Colts team play, you'd think they were the basement dwellers of the division. Offside there. Nothing going out for the Colts thus far.
Well, last year Centennial struggled all year long. They had 1 win, 7 losses, and 0 ties for 3 points, and second last in the league.
There's definitely some optimism about this team early on in the season. And a great test here going up against the defending champions. Long now taking care of that. Moving along to Jocelyn Henning. Ahead of her is Watts, and Machuchi's there too. This could be dangerous for the Colts. Watts. Now, nice play by Machuchi with the pass there. Watts will look to pick her back out. There's a cross. Long. Shot. Oh, off the crossbar. Noble. Just wide.
Yeah, it just looked like the goaltender had given up there on Katie Long's shot. Unfortunately, off the crossbar. And Durham had a follow-up chance, just put it wide though. Excellent shots there by Durham.
Just no help for Beretti this early on in this game.
It's earlier on that play there, Machuchi, just to give it to Watts there. 2 defenders were on there, so the awareness by Machuchi to give it back to Watts. Excellent play.
12, Brittany Machuchi, very smart in terms of her soccer IQ. Henning dispossesses her rather easily. And this is Watts, and that's out to touch. It looks as though the field's tilted in the direction of the right side. Ball has been here rather long. We'll have a substitution for the Colts. That is number 13 entering the game, Stephanie Sandoval.
Looks like it's going to be a Centennial throw in here.
Sandoval, the diminutive one, number 13 for the Colts. Just only 5 feet tall, but a lot of energy from her. Hopefully she could spark something for these Colts. That's Watts. Her help's there with Henning. And that's out into touch again. But it will go Centennial's way this time.
And Centennial's just got to keep those legs moving, keep the ball moving as well. Ball movement here is the key to the game.
The throw went right to a Durham player, and this is Katie Watts on the end of it. She moves forward, galloping in. Good ball there, Michalika. First touch was horrible. But it falls to Long, who will strike. Nope. Fake the shot. And finally, the Colts will look to move out. Nothing doing there as Durham gains possession back rather quickly. Metcalf on the end of this with plenty of time.
Yeah,
Moves along to Noble.
Centennial just desperate to get it out of their end there, throwing up to 1 player as 4 defenders surround her.
Noble tried to pick up Machuchi. Couldn't do so. The header is there by Sandra St. Antoine for the Colts. And the ball looking to search her out here. She tries to hustle it down, but couldn't get to it. Throw in Durham. Metcalf will take. Down the line she goes for Katrina Noble. Good header there. But it falls to Michalika. Long. Katie Long. To Noble. Machuchi now. Moving forward is Noble in the box. She's waiting for it. Machuchi gets around her defender rather easily. Oh, nice ball inside to Watts, but it was offside anyway.
Excellent move there by Machuchi to get around the defender. Good ball inside. Watts just offside. Goaltender had it anyways, but another good attempt by Durham.
Some of these Centennial Colts defenders looking like pylons as Durham just weaving through them on their way to goal. Unfortunately for Durham, it's only resulted in 1 goal. Henning with the throw-in. That's Cherie Mulligan for Centennial. Easily taken away from her by Katie Long. Cross there looking to pick out Noble, who's on the other side of the pitch. all the way up from her defensive position was Krista Metcalf to play that. She plays it again. Battling St. Antoine. Wins it there. Machucci. Good ball there. Noble. Watts on the end of this. That's too far for her.
Still excellent ball movement there by Durham. A few give and goes there. Nice cross. Just didn't have anybody there to finish it.
Chances galore for this Durham College Lords team. Wearing their yellow jerseys. Is it a special occasion, Scott?
No, they just like to switch it around. We've got the gold, we've got the white, we've got the green. I guess just Coach Faso decided it was a gold day today.
Abundance of jerseys. They're wearing the gold and they're putting forth a gold effort early on in this game. There's Watts. Henning. That almost slipped through to Noble. And is almost as if accident, she stepped on the ball, the defender for the Colts did. And there's Henning back again. Katie Watts to Machucci. Long. Weak shot. Easy save.
Yeah, just couldn't get any power behind that shot. But good attempt for the Lords. That's their fifth shot on target this half.
It's almost like target practice for these Lady Lords. And that's out into touch for a throw. Number 12, St. Antoine will take for the Colts. We're getting a sub. It looks like Nikki Tuck is getting off the bench. Or we will have a sub, probably the next whistle. Nikki Tuck looking to warm up for Durham College. But this is Alyssa Best taking care of that. Noble. Metcalf getting on the end of this. Moves it along to Noble. That's a little too far for her to get to. And heads up as the crowd ducks here at Vassal's Field.
Yeah, almost went into the broadcast booth here, Carlin. Could have had a souvenir.
Scott, you might have been able to make a header. Watts. Katie Long. Watts. The Katie's hooking up now. Handball not called, but Katie Watts shot. Goal!
Yeah, just followed up on that first attempt there off the Centennial player. Might have went off her hand, but went right back to Watts. She walked through the defense and buried it in the back of the net. Her second goal of the game. 2-0 Durham Lords.
And Scott, I don't know about you, but you said she walked through defense. I didn't see any defense there.
Yeah, definitely. The goaltender was the last line of defense there. Tried to get her hands on it. Did get a piece of it, but still squeaked by her for her third goal of the season. Or fourth goal, pardon me.
Coach O'Connell over there on the other side, not looking impressed whatsoever by the performance of these Colts. You could see the look on their faces. Some of them have their hands on their hip.
Yeah, contemplating whether or not they need a new game plan here against the Durham Lords. But definitely Durham's been the better team this entire first half.
I believe some of them are even contemplating why they made the trip over here to Durham College thus far.
What time is that score?
The ball's dispossessed there, and hustling was number 9 for Durham, Stinton Brown. Mulligan will take the throw for these Colts.
Well, Carlin, you warned us that Watts could get another goal quite easily in this game, and she followed through on that prediction.
She could definitely pad the stats in a game like this. This is Machucci. Could pad her stats as well. Dan Bach off screen making a beautiful run into the box. Let's see if Machucci finds her, but doesn't. Mulligan bangs it off of Machucci, and now will go to throw. Nikki Tuck, who just stepped into the game for Durham College, number 3, had a phenomenal game on our first broadcast here. Was an absolute warrior.
Yeah, very aggressive player there. She's not afraid to throw her body around. Great job by Nikki Tuck in last game.
It will be another corner kick for this Durham Lords team, and I believe I'm getting a little tired of saying Durham's dominating.
That is definitely the theme of the game tonight, though.
Long will take this from the left side. Third corner of the game for Durham. Here she comes. Better corner here. Nice play by Machucci. Watts with the hat trick, and it's in. It's the Katie Watts show, folks, on Vassal's field under the spotlight.
Yeah, great play off the corner there. Got the pass from Machucci off the corner. Buried it in the back of the net for a third goal of the game.
And I believe the goalie Beretta for the Colts will be seeing Katie Watts in her nightmares.
Katie Watts, of course, her 5th goal of the season. Played 3 games here so far for the Durham Lords and 5 goals. Quite a career so far for the freshman.
I believe we call this one a stats patter for Katie Watts. She continues to pad her gold stats. Nikki Tuck giving chase to this one. As you mentioned before, Scott, she's not afraid to throw her body into the action. This is Watts. Trying to find Tuck. That's behind her, but Tuck hustling back for it. Sandoval moving along. But unfortunately to their team, that's Alyssa Best who took that. Finally, the Colts looking to move it, but they give it away again. Good ball there, and Dan Bach looking to get on the end of this. She has Machucci with her. Watts is also in the box. Nice play by Dan Bach. Moves it back. Falls to Watts. Could this be 4? Tuck was in prime position to score, but couldn't get a foot on it. Nikki Tuck. Nice move by Nikki Tuck. Weaving through the defense. Machucci. Weak shot.
Yeah, Machucci there just couldn't get in position to get a full kick behind that. Good job to get it at the net, but Centennial goaltender scooped it up, preventing Machucci from getting her 29th goal for her career.
But can she prevent her for that much longer, Scott? That is the question. How much goals is Durham going to score today?
The Centennial defense has to pick it up there. No standing around in the box. They've got to clear it out. And then when they do get it out, the forwards have to do something with it. They've been tossing it right back to the Durham defense, and rather than running it up, they've just been giving it away.
It's been El Matador defense for the Centennial Colts. Just get out of the way. And Durham's been taking care of business thus far. A throw, and this will be Cherie Mulligan, number 2 for the Colts.
Crowd still filing in here tonight. We even had some tennis players over here from the beautiful campus tennis center on campus here. Have you been seeing the tennis center yet, Carlin?
Yes, I did.
Beautiful clay courts
right
here.
Right before the game. Actually, you gave me the tour yourself.
Memberships are available there at the campus tennis center, but great facilities. It's brand new, clay courts. Can't get much better than that.
It'll be a kick here for the Colts, and Durham not respecting them whatsoever. Everybody was lined up right at the midfield line. Action definitely tilted this way, and I don't know about you, Scott, but my neck's beginning to hurt me on this side of my face. It's been all on the right side.
Yeah, definitely. The grounds crew here might have to turn the bleachers around here for the fans.
Centennial still has a lot of time in this game to get back into it. That's the great thing about sports. You cannot script it. It'll take 3 shots, and you never know. It could be 3-3 just like that. Ball into touch for another throw. Machucci on the end of this. She has Watts in the box. Tuck also moving forward. And here comes Centennial back the other way. Out into throw. And it will be Durham's ball.
Yeah, linesman actually reversed that call there by the referee. I'm not sure what he would call there, but Centennial's ball. See if they can make anything of it.
It's Dan Bach for Durham. Looks to pick out Nikki Tuck. The cross there was too weak. Dispossessed again, and Durham taking their time now, moving along. This time it finally gets to Tuck. Good header there by Colts defender. That is number 11, Ashley Millar. But it goes out into touch, and it's Metcalf who will throw back in for Durham. Sandoval moves it ahead. Antoine. Nice turn by St. Antoine. Sandoval. Alyssa Best stops her attack rather easily. It stayed in. Sandoval gets on the end of it. Crowd appreciates the salad there by Sandoval.
Yeah, some Centennial supporters in the stands there, appreciative of their first really offensive efforts of the game here.
And that ball's easily grabbed by Ashley Visser. Almost a collision, and we saw in the first game that collisions could be rather fatal for this Durham team in terms of defender to goalie.
Yeah, that's why there's got to be communication between the goaltender and the players. Let them know when she's coming out for the ball.
Stimcoe Brown will take this throw in for Durham. Smith on the head there, and the Colts look to move forward now. Here come the Colts. Alyssa Bess draws a foul. Actually, the foul's against her. Free kick now to the Colts. Almost everyone in the dark jersey is ahead of the ball now. Only one defender back for the Colts. And here comes Machushi. This could be trouble. Watts showing her pace. Could this be 4? Nice play by Beretta coming out, showing great confidence. Good communication between her and her back 4. Stincombe Brown with the header. Lisa Hurst moving forward for the Colts and plays it out. Sheree Mulligan will take the throw in. That's a nice play there by Noble. And out into touch again as just booted away by the defensive anchor, Pamela Ogle.
Yeah, Centennial keeps on trying to push forward there, but Durham's defense has been a wall all night and not letting Centennial get any shots on net.
We could talk all we want about this Durham offense, but done a great job stopping every single attack Centennial has been trying to produce. Ball is going back the other way, and it's going to be the Colts throwing. This is Mulligan with the throw. Dispossessed, and Durham takes care of that. Jennifer Michalika, nice chest move there. Machucci heads it on to Watts. Katie Watts back to Machucci. Machucci now in the corner. Michalika, weak shot. And here come the Colts back the other way. Sandoval. Alyssa Bess, Machucci. Moves along. Dan Bach, and that's out into touch.
Yeah, Machucci does a great job of disguising where she's going to put it. She's looking in the total opposite direction. Just does a little flick up there to Dan Bach. Great job there by Machucci.
A no-look pass in soccer. Not many could do that. You have to be extremely skilled, and she looks to be a wizard with the ball. There she is again. Machucci, nice cross there. Watts got a head on it. No one else was there to put a foot on it. And this is Alyssa Bess. Stincombe Brown. Machucci. Dispossessed here, and that's Hurst for the Colts. She gives
Once
possession
again, just
right
putting
back.
it up right into the Durham defense. Durham has an easy time clearing it.
Tuck misplays that, and that's out into touch. Good hustle there by Nikki Tuck, up 3-0, and she's still hustling away. That is Nikki Tuck at her best. Vintage Nikki Tuck.
She looks upset with herself after letting that ball get behind her, but good effort by Nikki Tuck.
Elisa Millar puts it in. Sandoval. Just over the head of Saint Antoine. And Metcalf will take this. Pressure by Sandoval. Couldn't get there in time. Watts, look at her speed. Katie Watts. Wants to cross. Waits for help. Nikki Tuck is there. Picks up Machucci. Machucci, nice play. There's a shot by, and there's a goal. What a shot, what a goal, what a play, all by Brittany Machucci. But Katie Long will end up with the goal.
Yeah, Machucci with a great setup there. Another no-look pass right to Long, and she put it off the crossbar, and this time it went in the net. So a great goal there by the Durham Lords.
4-0. All Durham, all the time.
Just goes to show that Machucci's a lot more than a goal scorer. She can also set them up.
And that is halftime, and a whistle that the Colts desperately wanted to hear. It's 4-0. Goal scorers, Katie Watts 2. Katie Long 1. Sorry, Katie Watts 3 has an early hat trick, and Katie Long 1. It's been the Katie show early on, Durham College, Vassals Field.
Yeah, Katie Watts there with the natural hat trick to start the game. Long there with the late goal in the half. They're out shooting Centennial 12-1 in this game, so domination there by the Durham Lords.
Coach O'Connell will definitely have to think of a good speech to talk about at halftime to motivate this Colts team who's been getting dominated early on in this first half.
And what do you think Coach Vasso's telling the team right now? Just play it calm, no injuries. Let's just play the next 45 minutes injury-free.
I think Coach Vasso wants to put a statement in the standings here. They definitely want to get to the top of the division and maybe send Seneca a message.
Yeah, definitely. The rankings came out, and Seneca is ranked #1 with the 3-0 record. So Durham has something to prove here.
Durham definitely got the memo as it shows early on in this first half, but we still have another 45 minutes to play, and Centennial could easily get back into this game. We'll be back after this on Rogers TV Durham. It's a 4-0 lead for the Lady Lords.
Yeah, just a couple quick stats here, Carlin. Shots on goal here, we are 12-1 for Durham. Shots on target, it's 9-1 Durham. Corner kicks, 4-1 Durham. And the scoreline, of course, 4-0 Durham.
With a hat trick, and Katie Long with a goal of her own. So 4-0. Durham, Carlin Gay and Scott Dennis alongside you for the call, and this is Machucci looking to put a head on this. Katie Long, who just scored the previous goal to make it 4-0. Machucci tried to put it back on the foot of Noble, and that's booted away.
Machucci doing a great job of setting her teammates up. Watts, of course, got her 3rd, 4th, and 5th goals of the year here in 3 games. And Katie Long getting her first goal of the season for the Lords.
That's St. Antoine now, trying to get it around Katrina Noble. Noble not having any of it. Machucci in prime scoring position. She strikes. Good ball. Easy save.
Another shot on target there for the Lords. Good job by the Centennial goaltender to wrap it up.
So Beretti puts it back into play, and that's the ball locked. Noble right in the chops, and she drops like a sack of potatoes.
And really, the referee hasn't been too busy tonight here. That's the first hard foul there for the Colts.
Kristen Metcalf will put this back into play. In the direction of Watts, it slipped through to Michelica, but she couldn't get a foot on it. Sandoval tried to play it. Bounced off her head. Dan Bach plays it back to Stinton Brown. Sandoval with a nice play. Here comes the Colts. The diminutive Sandoval, only 5 feet tall.
Centennial coming into this game 1-0 with a 3-0 victory over La Cité. And Durham coming into the game undefeated as well with a 2-0 record with victories over Cambrian and St. Lawrence.
Dan Bach, this is Watts. Machucci's there, but she couldn't get a foot on it. This is Katie Long trying to get on the end of that. She's taking care of that by the back four, and Metcalf moves up nicely, read that ball beautifully. She's pressured by Saint Antoine. Noble. Long. She has Michelica if she wants her. Takes her now. Plenty of space for Michelica. She shoots, and that's why.
A good attempt by the Lords there. Another shot. Just couldn't quite get it on target there, though.
Beretti has been busy for these Colts. And despite the pressure by the Colts, the Lords, only 4 goals, and you have to give her a thumbs up in terms of her effort.
Yeah, definitely Beretti having a solid performance in net despite giving up the 4 goals. The freshman from Scarborough, Ontario has been very active here for Centennial and has done a pretty good job of gathering the balls when they come into the box.
Most of the goals she really had no chance on. There were no types of mistakes, and anytime you give a striker like Katie Watts any opportunity at goal, she will put it home.
I don't know if you noticed this, Carlin, but Vasso's trying to pull a fast one on us as Ashley Visser has been taken out of the net here for the Lords.
That is Ms. Brackens in net now.
Kylie Bracken appearing in her second game, of course, got injured in the first game versus Cambrian, our first telecast here on Rogers TV.
It's good to see her back in good shape. We're looking to get some valuable playing time now.
Yeah, of course, Bracken coming into the season as a freshman from Ajax. Really using this year to learning the ropes here in OCAA soccer.
Learning definitely under the wing of the veteran Ashley Visser, who as well got injured in our first telecast.
Yeah. Goaltenders got to watch out here in soccer. Nobody's safe from injuries.
You definitely have to watch out for your own defenders as well. But nonetheless, Bracken's getting some valuable playing time.
Hopefully Centennial will be able to get some more shots on net than they had in the first half, only with 1, and that was very early in this game. So Bracken might not be tested as much.
Watts looking to pick up Machucci. Sorry, Scott. Back foot there, back heel. Nice play by Machucci, but Katie Long wasn't able to get on the end of that.
Yeah, 3rd time tonight we've seen that pass from Machucci. Very effective there, confusing the Centennial defense.
Another gorgeous little move there, and that's Noble who goes over the bar. Machucci picking out her teammates very easily, just weaving through.
A great strike there by Noble just over the crossbar, but an excellent shot there as it just went over the net.
Coach O'Connell definitely had a talk with his Colts team at halftime. Probably wasn't impressed with the performance they put out in the first half, but they started the second half showing a little bit more confidence in terms of holding the ball and just not trying to discard the ball out of their zone.
Yeah, we'll see if O'Connor comes up with a new game plan here for Centennial. Vasso probably sticks with the same game plan. It seemed to work pretty well in the first half.
Without question, and this is Machucci. She's dispossessed. Sandoval, plenty of room ahead of her. Tries to pick out a newly instated Melissa Miller, number 15 for the Colts. And she's on the ball, battling Alyssa Best. Here's Miller. Oh. There's a ricocheted ball that caught number 5 for Centennial, Lindsay DeClerc, right in the mouth, our spotlight player of the game. Watts. Picks out Michalika. Left-footed cross this time, and that's an easy save for Beretti.
Yeah, Durham's second shot on target, 5th shot overall here in the second half. Early pressure on here for the Durham Lords.
St. Antoine, the 2 number 12s are doing battle there. This is Noble. Noble has plenty of space. Oh, nice ball. Moves along. That's a Stinton Brown. Brown takes her time. Watts turns, looks for help.
Great
she
patience
has
there
options.
by Katie Watts.
Michalika just wide on the left side.
Once again, great patience there by Watts, as I was saying, as she found the open teammate and just put it wide of the net. Good attempt there by the Lords.
Coach Vujanovic has definitely had this team prepared.
Yep, practicing all week. They played on the weekend there. Coach Vaso Vujanovic always has his team well prepared, as you can see by their 26-0-1 record at home over the last 4 years.
A record that might have been in jeopardy today. Both undefeated teams here. Let's see if the Colts could put some fair into this home crowd that's on hand here. They've had 4 goals to cheer for. Great efforts, and this is the Colts trying to move forward.
It's great to see the alumni back in the crowd here, as we had Katie Zagalmi, the National Player of the Year, in the crowd. Another CCAA All-Canadian, Amanda Durno, was in the crowd as well. So great to see the alumni coming back to support the club.
A strong women's soccer program here at Durham College.
Yep, Coach Vaso has 4 championships in the last 5 years. Pretty impressive there.
Very impressive. Has built quite the dynasty.
And interesting enough, the 1 year that they didn't win the championship, they didn't even medal.
That is quite interesting to note as they move forward again. This is Michalika. She has 2 shots on net. This is her 3rd and gets in there. Just slipped behind Beretti, and 3rd time's a charm for Jennifer Michalika, and it's 5-0 now for these Durham College Lords.
Yeah, Beretti had the ball there, just slipped through her hands. She's not impressed with that shot, finding the back of the net. Powerful shot, though, as it went off her hands into the back of the net.
So it's all Durham now. They continue to keep the foot on the gas pedal.
Yeah, just as we were saying, Beretti's having a good game. A costly error there for the Colts. She is obviously disappointed with herself that she let her team down on that one.
This is definitely a learning experience for Beretti in her first year, going up against a tough team like Durham.
Yeah, it's Michalika's first goal of the season here for Durham. So her and Long, teammate Katie Long, getting the first goals of the season.
Metcalf weaving through. She's fouled there by Miller. And it'll be Durham's ball.
Yeah, Krista Metcalf not too happy with the challenge by Miller there, but she'll get the free kick.
Number 12, St. Antoine having a smile there.
I must say, though, Miller coming into the game has added a little spark here for Centennial. She's looked pretty good in this second half so far.
Thus far. But she can't do it all alone. And we know how tough this Durham College defense is. A defense that went all last year without letting.
Just want to take a minute there to thank all the volunteers here today with Rogers TV. Also, if you look around the sidelines, you'll see the Durham Lords photographer, Al Fournier, out at the game. So great to see Al out take some great shots.
I'm definitely not photogenic, Scott. I don't know about you. This is Metcalf. Metcalf taking her time. She plays it back. Dan Bach will take this. Sorry, that's Stinton Brown. And she gives it away. So the Colts look to move forward. But that's Dan Bach at this time. And she takes that away and plays that back to Brown. Dan Bach. Michalika just scored her first goal of the year. A nice stop and go there. Dan Bach coming down on the right side. The cross is there, looking to pick up Machucci. Couldn't get on the end of that. But it falls to the foot of Michalika. Long, Michalika, nice give and go. And in the box is good defending there by the Colts. This is Dan Bach. She plays it along back to Long. Katie Long. Machucci tried to get on the end of that again. Michalika, nice play. Left shot. Left foot shot. Stopped by Beretti. Another shot on net for Durham.
That's 4 shots on target here for Durham in this second half. 8 shots in total for the Lords.
And that's led to a 5-0 game here. That is Mulligan trying to get past his Durham defense. This is Noble to Long. Michalika waits, takes it, and plays it back to Alyssa Best. Such confidence on the ball for this Durham College team. Everybody touches it. The ball moves fluidly. It doesn't stop. A lot of movement. This is Watts. And that's going to be a corner.
It's going to be Durham's 5th corner kick of the day, first of the half. Looks like Katie Long's going out to that far post to take the kick.
She's taken all the corners thus far, and let's see if she has some luck on this side of the field. Corner will be delivered from the right side. Machucci, among others, in the box. Watts is right in the net, pretty much. This is Watts. And good goaltending there by Beretti.
Yeah, making up for that last error. Watts right in scoring position there, but Beretti came and stole the ball from her.
So Beretti kicks it out and moves it along, and that's Ashley Garusso. Alyssa Best attacking her and takes the ball rather easily. Dan Bach giving chase. Michalika moves along. This is McDonald for the Colts, and she gives possession back to Durham. And Dan Bach will take. Sandoval giving her chase. This is Michalika. Down the line it goes. Katie Watts. 3 goals in the game thus far for Watts. Katie plays it to Katie Long. The Katie connection. Back to Jennifer Michalika. And Alyssa Best is on the end of this. Look at the spacing for the Durham College team. Taking their time, picking their spots. It's not a rush for them. Moving the ball along fluidly. Like try to probe forward with a cross there, and Watts couldn't get her foot up high enough to bring it down. And Beretti will kick this back into play for Centennial. She looks to pick up Sandoval. And it'll be a throw for Centennial. There's a sub coming in. That's Miller who goes off, and coming back on seems to be number 17, Cassandra Jean Sagi.
Yeah, O'Connor's just giving Miller some advice there as she came off, but she looked pretty good there in the second half.
Ashley Miller out of Ajax, Ontario in her 2nd year. Could be a question of conditioning, the reason why she's now on the bench. Nonetheless, this is Michalika. Machucci, who has been setting everybody up except for herself. It could have been offside, and it is.
It's beginning to look a lot like the first half there. Durham controlling the ball. Centennial getting the odd throw in there, but Durham controlling the majority of the play.
Beretti will put this back into play for the Colts. Actually, it is Erin Pattison for the Colts, number 8, who will boot this back into play. In the direction of Sandoval, never got there. She tried to take it away from Brown, couldn't do it. Almost on the cross there was Katie Long. And this is Noble now. Plays it back from Metcalf as Durham spaces themselves out.
Metcalf just so calm back there, no mistakes at all.
Ogle moves it along for Stinton Brown. She plays it on to Dan Bach. Danbach takes her time, moves along for Machuchi. Machuchi now crosses in the middle. Well, this is Watts. Watts trying to pressure for her fourth, couldn't do it. Beretti takes that calmly.
A great play there by Beretti to go ahead and challenge Watts. If she sat back, Watts would have definitely put it in the back of the net.
We've already seen her do that 3 times. Could have been a fourth there. Moving forward, this is Lisa Hurst, number 4 for the Colts. Kept it in play. She has Sandoval with her. There's a good cross. Centennial with a chance. Bracken takes care of that and gets a nice round of applause from the fans that are on hand and her teammates alike.
That's great to see Bracken get some action there in just her second game for the Durham Lords.
Leading the chairs there was veteran goalkeeper Ashley Visser, as we heard her all the way on the other side of the field.
And definitely you hear her in the net when she is there directing traffic and continuing to do that on the bench. Great leader there.
That's Mulligan, gives it away now to Metcalf. Long was trying to get on the end of that, but it's McDonald who picks it up.
I was actually talking to the basketball coach, Tim Balk, last night, and Ashley's, of course, on the basketball team as well. And she says, yeah, she's a great leader there on the bench and on the floor here for basketball as well.
Somewhat of a coach on the floor is Ashley Visser. She's in her 5th year. And Kylie Bracken take care of that. Showing much more confidence than previous game we saw her in.
Yeah, she got off to a slow start there, letting Cambrian get the first goal of the season, but definitely picked it up as the game moved on until her injury there.
That is a pretty move there from Michalika, who moves it along to Long. Long stops there, and back-to-back nice moves and a good ball there. This is Dan Bach, will get on the end of this. Can she do it? Saves it from going out into touch. Plays it back to Michalika. Cross, no, a shot! And it's... What's the call?
I believe the referee's calling that a goal. Went off the top crossbar, then off the post and into the net there.
I believe you're right, Scott. That's the second goal of the game for Jennifer Michalika. It is now 6-0.
Just tons of time there for Michalika. She buried it in the back of the net, went off the crossbar, went off the post, and found the back of the net. The fans here were confused, didn't know if it went in or not, but referee signaled goal.
From our position, it didn't look as it went in, but seems as though it crossed the line. And it is now 6-0 Lords. Total domination.
Now, Carlin, would that be the linesman call or the referee's call there if it went in the net?
I believe it's whoever has the better vantage point. And it was the referee who made the call. He has, of course, the ultimate decision to overturn any call. This is Mulligan for the Centennial Colts, who just boots it right out of her end, and Pamela Ogle plays it back to Brackens. Back to Ogle. Given away here is a shot that just trickles wide, and giving chase to that is Metcalf, who's on the other side of the field now.
Yeah, a little misplay by the Durham defense, giving Centennial a chance, but wasted opportunity there for the Colts.
As we see Jocelyn Henning now entered the game, number 14 for Durham College, now playing on the left side. But this is Jody Dan Bach on the right. Dan Bach. Cross there. Long! Sorry, that was Watts who put it in. And just over the bar.
Yeah, great chance there for the Lords. Just put it wide, but great opportunity there. Went in the parking lot of the campus ice center here on campus. So a couple of people will have to go get that ball, but we got a new ball in play here.
And Beretti will look to put this back into play. Sandoval, who exited the game previously, will re-enter for the Colts.
So with that last goal being so controversial, whether it went in or not, what are your views on instant replay in sports there, Carlin?
I like the idea in certain sports, not every sport.
What about soccer?
Soccer deserves an instant replay. I believe they have enough stoppages to get it in.
Definitely, especially on goals.
And maybe offsides as well. Ball put back into play by Beretti. Ogle plays it along. Metcalf will take. Michalika. Dan Bach. Machuchi. Dan Bach. Shot way over the bar, and another goal kick goes to the Colts.
We're getting close to 20 minutes left in the game here. 6-0 Durham Lords. Just going through the scoring recap, Watts had the first 3 goals of the game, as Katie Long there got her first goal of the season in injury time of the first half. In the second half here, we've had 2 goals here, both by Jennifer Mikulika for the Durham Lords. So that equals 6-0 Lords with about 20 minutes left here in our game.
And most likely for the rest of the 20 minutes, you'll probably get to see a lot of different faces on the soccer field, as both coaches will probably look to empty their benches out and get a lot of people in here to get some experience. Some of the people that don't often get a chance to play definitely could benefit in a game like this. This is Machucci with a great chance here to score her goal of her own, and that goes off the crossbar.
No doubt about that one. Not in the net, off the crossbar that time.
She's been setting up people all game long and had an absolute great opportunity at a goal there. But just hit the crossbar and stayed out.
That's about the 3rd or 4th time the Lords have hit that crossbar.
It easily could have been 9-0. This is long. This is Watts, and that's offside. It will be a free kick. Centennial taking their sweet time, and they play it in. This is Sandoval for Centennial. Attacked hard by Machucci. They bump, and that's a foul. Machucci bumping a little too much.
Yeah, just looking at some stats here, Durham Lords with 24 shots on net in the game. Just have controlled the play, time of possession, all Durham. Centennial with the 1 shot in the game early on, had a couple chances in the second half, but no shots on goal yet.
But they've definitely shown up in this second half. They probably weren't there as much in the first, but the second half they have came out, tried to get things going.
Yeah, Durham just doesn't back down though, that's the thing.
It is the defense of this Durham College team, and all year we spoke about it. If they're going to go anywhere in the OCAA, it's going to be all about the defense for this Durham College team. We know they could put it in the back of the net, but could definitely keep it out of their own. Metcalf will throw this back in for Durham. The weather now becoming a factor as the breeze decides to settle in. We might see muscles tightening up, especially in a game like soccer. Cramps may be an issue. This is Noble. Plays it off her chest to Long. Noble gets it back. Noble still on it. This Durham College team so tough on the ball. Henning. Good chested ball there, and they play back to Beretti. And that was Hurst with a nice play, defensive play for Centennial. Goal kick goes out into touch, and that is stolen by Dan Bach, and back the other way here comes Durham. Trying to pick up Machucci. Just hit the 20-minute mark left in the game. Across looking for Watts, and that's off. And it will be a corner.
Yeah, it's going to be Durham's second corner kick of the half, 6th of the game.
Centennial, no corner kicks thus far.
Katie Long looks like she's going to take this kick. She's been taking the majority of the kicks here for the Lords. Let's see if the Lords can capitalize on this.
She definitely has a good leg on her. Hasn't been successful on these corners, but we'll see if she can get it done here. This corner coming from the right side. Everyone in the gold jersey in the box except for the 4 defenders.
Watts right in scoring position, right at the net there, trying to confuse Centennial.
It will fall to nope, it won't fall to Machucci. It's booted out by Hurst. And it will go out into touch for a throw-in. Metcalf will take for Durham. Ball right next to Coach Vujanovic, who has to be proud of the effort put forward by this Durham College team. Alyssa Best. Metcalf. And Once again, Durham still on possession. And they take such care of the ball. Not too many giveaways, but a whole bunch of takeaways. Alyssa Best now, plenty of space in front of her. Henning. Henning has Noble if she wants her. Noble will give chase to that. And she lets it go out into touch and takes care of the ball for a throw-in. It was McDonald who gave chase to her. She throws in the direction of Watts, but it didn't get there. Great communication by this Durham College team, as you can hear them talking back and forth. Not so much on the other side of the ball. Centennial not doing too much talking.
Definitely, Lords are always talking to one another. And always moving as well. Centennial's been standing still a lot of times this game, but Durham always moving their feet, always getting into the open.
This ball falls to Lisa Hurst. Battling there was one-on-one is DeClerc and Noble. DeClerc kept bumping. She's had a tough game.
Yeah, looking a little disappointed with the referee's decision there to call Durham ball. Overall right decision. Oh, watch out for the dogs there.
The dogs trying to get into the action. And it's Jocelyn Henning to take this kick for the Durham Lords. Left-footed kick in. Long lets it go, as she thought it would fall to Machucci, but it didn't. Still Durham College ball.
Yeah, it looks like the Lords are well on their way to their third win of the season here. There'll be 2 games on the road on a road trip to Ottawa, and returning home on September 24th against Seneca College, who's also undefeated right now, 3-0.
This is definitely could be a message sent to Seneca sitting.
And Seneca #1 in the standings as well, in the rankings as well. Surprising decision there by the OCAA rankings committee to rank Seneca ahead of Durham, despite Durham being the 2-time defending champions.
This could be a message sent to the entire OCAA, putting everybody on notice that Durham College is looking to defend that championship.
Yeah, just a special mention as well, Brittany Machucci, setting the Durham Lords all-time scoring record with 28 career goals, was also named the OCAA Player of the Week. So congratulations go to Brittany for that achievement.
Definitely congratulations to Brittany. Hasn't had a goal in this game, but set up a ton of them.
Yeah, really, she's looked excellent there.
And this is Long. Flag stays, sorry, this is Watts. Flag stays down. Machucci now. Could score here, and that just missed her left foot.
Oh, maybe she's listening to the broadcast up there, as she had a golden opportunity there, trying to prove us wrong.
She said, wait a minute, Scott, don't speak so fast. There's still time in this game for me to put one home. Katie Long. Nice ball there. Jocelyn Henning, left foot cross. Watts, just out of reach.
Yeah, just out of reach on that cross there, but excellent cross by Henning there in her first year for the Durham Lords. Just to look back at Machucci there and her stats, she's played 17 games for the Lords, this being her 18th. She's had 28 goals in her career for an average of 1.65 goals per game. So excellent stats there for Brittany Machucci out of Newmarket, Ontario.
Machucci has been a dominant player here in her tenure at Durham College, and we'll see a whole bunch of subs now as Machucci and Watts will exit. Noble also, and Katie Long, who's had phenomenal games.
We'll get to see some new legs in here for the Durham Lords as the front line looks like it's going out.
Cicerella looks to come in. Noble also playing forward. Nikki Tuck re-enters. Number 13, Jen LaCour, also there. And she's on the ball now. LaCour. Playing with her back to the net. Tries to find Cicerella, and that's out into touch for a goal kick.
Yeah, it looked like she might have kept it in bounds, but linesman thought differently, rewarding that kick to Centennial.
Also entering the game, number 22, Terry Ann Davey out of Whitby. In her first year. So a lot of first-year players now getting their shot in this ball game, which is now 6-0 to Durham.
Yeah, and just to mention once again that Kylie Bracken in her first year in goal is in the game as well, replacing Ashley Visser. No injuries or anything, just replacing her.
Just replacing her to get some experience that she will need moving forward in the season, just in case due to injury, and she will be taking over the starting goalie position next year. Pamela Ogle will play back to the aforementioned Bracken. Bracken having a little trouble with that and kicks it off and does a good job of not giving up a corner but giving up a throw-in.
That's going to be a deep throw in here for the Centennial Colts. Let's see if they can get a shot on net here in the second half, get a scoring opportunity.
So nice poise shown by Kylie Bracken. Wasn't able to control it on the first touch, but was able to do it on the second and got to set her team a throw-in rather than a corner kick.
Excellent play by number 8, Erin Pattison, to keep it away from the Durham defender. She tried the cross just a little bit too long there, though, out of the reach for the Durham Lords or Centennial Colts offense.
More subs coming in now. Both benches empty as Kylie Bracken looks to put this back into play. It goes to Michalika, who heads it along in the direction of LaCour. She couldn't get there, but it remains Durham College ball, and it's number 22, Terry Ann Davey with the throw-in. Cicerella plays it back Michalika, who has 2 goals in this half. LaCour, nice cross. Noble, oh, just wide. Tuck keeps it in, and it went on the side of the net.
Oh, that had definitely a highlight of the night material written all over that. Just couldn't find the back of that, and Tuck put it on the side of the net. Good opportunity for the Lords.
We've been seeing that all game long. Good opportunity for the Lords. Great opportunity for the Lords. Amazing opportunity for the Lords.
And they've capitalized on that too with a 6-0 score here.
Cicerella. First touch was poor. But Dan Bach plays it back in the direction of her. Can she get on the end of this for goal number 7? Bump there by McDonald. Goes out into touch, and it'll be Durham College ball.
And Cicerella, out of Pickering, Ontario, in her first year for the Lords, filling in for Katie Watts.
Michalika coming in now. Or sorry, Michalika exiting. And that looks like Katie Long coming back in to replace her.
It looks like Michalika will not have a chance at the hat trick, but overall great game, great second half for her.
Newly instated Katie Long scores! What a shot! It's 7-0.
Yeah, late in the game there, Long just substituted in the game and making an impact right away, finding the back of the net. No chance there for the Centennial goalkeeper. 7-0 Lords.
As if she exited the game, got some Gatorade in her system, back on the field, and rifled one pass. Beretti. And folks, it is not Beretti's fault. She's had a phenomenal game, but absolutely no help on the back end.
Yes, and now Katie Long has a chance at a hat trick there with 2 goals on the game. Of course, scoring in injury time in the first half.
This ball goes high. Nikki Tuck will battle with McDonald. McDonald wins the battle and plays it back nicely for Hurst. That was a handball by Henning, but the ref said play on.
So, Carlin, as we get late in the game here, player of the game honors. Who do you got?
My vote definitely goes for Katie Watts.
Yeah, I'd have to
has
agree
game
with that.
goal thus far.
Yeah, three goals to start the game definitely set the momentum of the game. Katie Watts definitely my pick for player of the game.
And I believe she was player of the game last game as well.
With the 2-goal performance there. So
Katie
5
Watts.
goals on the season, 5 at home. So definitely likes that home cooking here in Oshawa.
She's definitely on fire, setting smoke alarms off all over Ontario is Katie Watts. This is Katrina Noble. Moves along to Jen LaCour. LaCour with a nice move there, trying to evade Sandoval. Cicerella's cleats got a little too high, and it will be Centennial's ball.
I just want to mention what a great job the Durham defense has done as well all game. They've been a wall there every time Centennial tries to clear it. The Durham defense is there to clear back in the Centennial zone. Can't really mention one player because they've all had such a great game.
And I believe this is not the last time you're going to be hearing this, folks. We're going to be talking about this Durham defense throughout the year. And that's definitely Pamela Ogle, number 4, who just volleyed the ball back into play for Durham, is the anchor of that. She alongside Alyssa Bess, Henning, among others. Dan Bach. An entire team effort in terms of defense for Durham. Ball out in the touch again. It's the throw to Durham. LaCour will take.
Den Bach's been a star there in the midfield, controlling both ends, basically quarterbacking the Durham Lords offense and defense.
She set up some goals as well. Speaking of setting up goals, Machuchi's did an absolutely phenomenal job of setting up goals, and this will be a throw to Centennial. Sandoval will take.
A great crowd tonight here at Vassos Field as well. Had a lot to cheer about with the 7 goals. The Durham fans, the Centennial fans have been rather quiet. Couple opportunities there in the second half, but they've been quiet for the majority of the game.
Definitely a learning experience for the Centennial College team, and it's a long season. They could learn from a beating like this and take some positives out of it. Beretta had a nice game despite the 7-0 scoreline. This ball is kicked out again, once again, and it's a throw to Durham. But Vasil Vajanovic over there on the other side, still coaching his team up. Even though it's 7-0, still talking to his teammates and still coaching them up.
Yeah, well, a lot of young players on the field there, so has a lot to say to them. They're learning. It's great for Vaso to see them play this game.
This is Katrina Noble on the end of this. She's bumped off the ball and it's kicked out for another throw. So time ticking down in this game, and Durham will remain undefeated. Centennial will fall to 1-1, and Durham will now be tied with Seneca College with a 3-0 record.
Yeah, and Seneca and Durham, of course, meeting on September 24th here at Vassos Field at 6 p.m. That's sure to be a game to circle on the calendar there.
Absolutely. Both teams will look to circle that game, and that could potentially be a battle for first place in the division.
Yeah, Centennial has quite an interesting schedule as well. They're heading up to Sudbury to face the Cambrian Golden Shield, and the next day they actually have to come home and face the St. Lawrence Vikings. So that's a pretty long road trip for 2 games.
A Golden Shield team which we saw in our previous telecasts, and they are a pretty tough team.
Yeah, they started well against Durham with a 1-0 lead. Durham just overpowered them the rest of the game to take the 3-1 win. But Cambrian did look good in the debut there for our telecast, actually.
And Centennial almost with a chance to break through the Durham defense. They're in trouble now as all their players move forward, and here comes Katrina Noble back the other way. She has Cicerella if she wants her in the middle. But she plays it back to Dan Bach. Dan Bach now, shooting, weak shot, and that's Beretta with a save.
Dan Bach looking for her 2nd goal of the year. She scored versus St. Lawrence earlier this week for her 1st goal in the Lords 4-1 win.
Moving ahead to dispossess that is Henning, who's bumped down and draws a foul. The left-footed Jocelyn Henning. We'll look to put this back into play. Athletic Director Ken Babcock there on the side, having a laugh. That ball is knocked out into touch, and it will be a goal kick. Referee looking at his watch. We could be approaching the final whistle here on Vassal Field, and a sub for Centennial. And Miller will re-enter.
Lords with 15 shots this half. That gives them 27 in total. 10 shots actually on target for this half, giving them 19 shots on target. So the Centennial goaltender, Robin Beretti, has definitely been busy here. Allowed 7 goals, but she's had a lot of saves as well.
Busy to say the least. Back into play in the direction of McDonald, but it falls to Tuck. She battles on the sideline. Throw to Durham.
And Tuck never giving up on the ball there. Durham
Referee.
ball, good job.
Nope, referee thought he was going to overrule, but the linesman had a better vantage point. Still Durham ball.
And Centennial just kicking it out of bounds, just hoping to get this game over with. 7-0 for the Durham Lords, a dominating performance for the 2-time defending OCAA champions.
Like we said earlier on, it was the defense that won this game, despite the scoreline.
Overall team effort. The offense was clicking, the defense was clicking. Just everything was going right for the Durham Lords on this night.
But only one shot produced by Centennial, and that won't do it against the defending champions. Ogle, missed kick back. She stays on it, and look at the patience shown by this Durham College team. Such poise under pressure. This is long. Bess. Communication, a lot of yelling by this Durham College team. And it's not yelling for no reason. They're alerting their players where they are. Cicerella now moves along. She tries to cross and is going to go for a corner.
Cicerella, obviously one of the fastest players on the pitch here, does a great job of forcing Centennial to put it out of bounds for the corner kick. It's going to be Durham's 7th corner kick of the game.
And once again, Katie Long will take. She already has 2 goals in this game. Sorry, that's Jen LaCour on the other side. With 2.5 minutes left. There's a shot by Noble, a left foot shot, and she's not impressed with that one. Wanting to put more.
Great attempt by the Lords there, just over top of the net once again. But overall, great opportunity for Durham.
On a beautiful night here at Vastel Field. Definitely a great soccer pitch here on the campus of Durham College.
Yeah, it's a little less wet than our last game there. Had a lot of rain before that first broadcast, but tonight, field's in great condition.
Less wet, but a little more chilly. Definitely windbreaker temperature. Fall is here. And here is Tuck. Tuck moving along. Left footed cross needed here. She gives it. It's along the ground, but it's found out. She gets it back. This time she goes with the right foot. And she finds Long looking for the hat trick. Noble comes crashing in and steals a ball from her own teammate. LaCour. Long. Hits her own teammate with it. This is a second chance. Cicerella was offside.
I'd not like to be Robin Bernetti in net there when Long's on top of the box winding up for the kick. She's got such a hard shot, so Katie Long, watch out for her in years to come. 2 goals already tonight.
And both goals were absolutely rifled to the back of the net. And it's a throw again for the Colts.
It is cooling down here, Carl, and you can see some of the fans here running on the sidelines trying to keep warm as the wind's picking up here tonight here at Vassos Field.
This field definitely made for soccer.
Interesting point. Last year, the national championships, which the Durham Lords qualified for, the gold medal game in the men's division actually got snowed out, so they had to play the game at Trent University. So if you've ever seen a soccer field full of snow, they didn't play on it though, so not risking injuries.
Not risking injuries at all, and I wouldn't like to see a snowy soccer pitch at all.
You sometimes see over in Russia they use an orange ball when they have snow on the field, so that they do play on snow once in a while, but hopefully we won't have to deal with that this season here at Vassos Field.
Let's keep our fingers crossed for that. Dan Bach crashing into Miller. We are now into time added on, and it's just a matter of time before the whistle blows to end this game. Bracken showing a beautiful effort there, and another round of applause by the fans and her teammates alike. And the ref will blow the whistle on this ball game. It's a 7-0 victory for the Durham College Lords. Nice round of applause from the crowd on hand here at Vassos Field.